Healthy eating advice can be found everywhere. Just ask anybody. People who work on getting more fit for the new year, from juice cleanses to eating clean. What is the smart, sensible advice? What is maybe nutrition nonsense? Joining me live with some important answers is our favorite dietitian, Kim Galiaz. This can be pretty controversial, Kim, because there are a lot of people that believe certain things and they think things work for them. And we're not here to, criticize, but you have some advice, and we're going to start with cleanses. I think it was interesting that Alexa said, hey, I just finished one on social media today. What do you tell folks about maybe a juice cleanse and clean eating?
Well, and again, not to be too judgmental, you are allowed to do whatever you want, but I am all about, as a registered dietitian nutritionist, science-based evidence and information, and there is no science to support juice cleansing. Why? Because your body, Angela, naturally rids itself of toxins. That's your liver, your kidneys, and your digestive system, your bowels. So there's no need to do a juice cleanse or any kind of cleanse. Now, what I like about the juices, though, is that you're getting some fruits and vegetables, because we're obviously not eating enough fruits and vegetables. But the fiber is taken out a lot of it when you do juicing. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I know. For a lot of people, too, maybe it's just a mental part of wanting to be able to, see if you can kind of mentally be tough to do that. But again, I think that you think that sometimes that brings out even more things about us, like restricting ourselves, which can be not beneficial.
Not beneficial at all. And in fact, when you take it too far and do this whole clean eating concept, first of all, if there's no science behind it, I'm not sure who created it. Dietitians certainly didn't create it, but it really sets you up for some negative thoughts, and you are a bad person if you eat foods that aren't what you consider clean, and which I don't know what that means. And then you're a good person if you eat clean, too restrictive. We don't want to do that.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people, clean eating means like foods that aren't considered inflammatory. Which we can have that a whole nother topic to
let's do that whole nother topic.
Do you think that there are certain foods that inflame us?
Another negative concept, Angela, though, that really grates on me is the whole cheat day concept, because truly that leads you into the neighborhood of negative thoughts about food, a bad relationship with food, and you're setting yourself up, because think about it. If you have to cheat on your diet, which is a negative word, why are you on that particular eating plan? Nobody cheats on carrot and celery sticks. You always cheat on high-calorie things. Learn how to enjoy them, whether it's alcohol, sweet treats, every day a little bit, because I always say, don't you love yourself? Don't you want to enjoy something you really like each and every day? I know I do.
Absolutely. Let's talk about organic fruits and vegetables, because I know there's that, we do the 7 worst, or don't eat these because you're going to have too many pesticides in your body. What do you say? Do we need to be that concerned?
No. The science is both conventional and organic produce uses pesticides. They just use different kinds. And none of them have significant sources of pesticides on them. And if you want to check it out, go to safefruitsandveggies.com. They have an online calculator that you punch in for man, woman, child, or teen. Angela, here's the kicker. This apple is a small apple is a serving. An adult woman would have to eat 850 apples to even reach a level where it's still not harmful. So the thing is let's not go overboard. You can save money if you buy conventional rather than organic. You don't have to. And wash all of your produce, whether it's organic or conventional.
Oh, we're almost out of time, and I wanted to be able to talk about only wild-caught seafood and then cutting out meat.
Yeah, you don't need to do wild-caught seafood. It's just as safe and nutritious if you do farmed seafood. Look for that best aquaculture practices symbol on the packages of the farmed raised seafood. And then lastly, with the meat, it is only a small portion agriculture for the greenhouse gas emissions. And we've got energy and transportation we need to work on to save the planet. Eat your meat. Keep your portions down to 2 or 3 servings of the Deca card size. That's 3 ounces. And enjoy those lean cuts for best heart health.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Kim. She's a registered dietitian, owner of Galiaz Food and Nutrition Communications. You'll find her expert advice, fox59.com/livingwell.